Weight loss is a huge issue these days. In 2016, data from the World Health Organization showed that almost 2 billion people around the world are overweight. To put that into perspective, the data showed that 40% of all women over the age of 18 are overweight. This is such a common issue that frustrates so many women in countries across the globe. So why is that? It should be easy to lose weight with so many weight loss products available. Stores have entire aisles devoted to bars, shakes, and powders to help us lose weight, not to mention the many guilt-free health foods that promise to help you slim down. So why don't these work? Well, the truth is that many so-called healthy foods are horrible for losing weight. Today, we'll reveal exactly which foods you should avoid if you want to keep off those pounds. We'll look at why these foods seem healthy but aren't good choices for losing weight. Plus, we'll look at some healthier alternatives. And we'll count down to the very worst of these healthy foods. First, take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. That way, you'll be sure to get even more tips and expert advice for optimal women's health. And stick around for a couple of surprises, including the very worst foods you'll want to avoid, and a free gift to help you on your health journey. Without further ado, here are the 15 worst foods for weight loss. Number 15. Reduced fat peanut butter. Peanut butter is delicious on celery or toast, and it's packed with plant-based protein. A huge benefit of peanut butter is the monounsaturated fats, sometimes called the good fats. These help to stabilize your blood sugar and keep you feeling full for longer. So when it comes to reduced fat peanut butter, it turns out that taking out the good fat isn't a good thing. When we do that, the peanut butter has the same amount of sugar, less of the goodness, and more empty calories. Some reduced fat peanut butters actually add hydrogenated oils, also called trans fats. These aren't the healthy fats we want to be adding to our diet. Trans fats raise your LDL, the bad cholesterol, and lower your HDL, the good cholesterol. This increases your risk of heart disease. So if you want to get the health benefits of peanut butter, be sure to purchase one that is as natural as possible, with no reduced fat or added sugar. Or even better, you can make your own. These days, some stores even offer a grinder, so you can make your peanut butter fresh. If you're doing it at home, one great way to make it is to blend the peanuts with some almond milk, so it's extra creamy and easier to spread. And if peanut butter isn't your thing, a great alternative is to snack on a variety of your favorite natural whole nuts. In moderation, nuts come with an array of health benefits, including supporting weight loss. Number 14. Meal replacement bars. Meal replacement bars are convenient and tasty. They hardly seem like a diet food. That's because they aren't. The first clue is in the ingredient list. We know natural foods are usually better for us, so it's a red flag that most meal replacement bars have a huge list of ingredients. Many of those ingredients are fillers, chemicals, or additives that mess with your hormones, making it almost impossible to lose weight. Another issue with these bars is their size. They're fairly small, more like a snack than a meal, so it's hard to feel full on just one bar. And since they usually don't offer many nutrients, at least naturally, your body doesn't get all of the goodness it needs, so you're left feeling hungry and dissatisfied. However, if meal replacement bars are still something you want to try, make sure to look for bars with more fiber, protein, and good fats. And when it comes to the sugar content, look for natural sweeteners rather than added sugar or artificial sweeteners. Number 13. Processed, organic, or vegan snacks. The words organic, vegan, or gluten-free imply a health claim, but don't assume that means they'll help you lose weight. Snacks are still snacks, even if they're organic or vegan. They might be full of calories, sugar, or carbs. Some processed meat replacements are labeled vegan, and while they might be vegan, that doesn't mean they're better nutritionally. It's tricky when you visit a health food store and find these foods. They might even be in the diet section. But remember, food labels are designed to attract you. To lose weight on a vegan diet, the same rules apply as on any other diet. Focus on nutrient-dense whole foods while limiting fats, especially trans fats, sugars, starches, sodium, and food additives. Next up on our list is something that also involves some very sneaky marketing. Number 12. Little snack packs. Many products now come in small packages labeled 100 calorie or snack packs. The problem is, even if the snack only has 100 calories, it can still be high in sugars, carbs, artificial sweeteners, or chemical additives. A small package of cookies might seem like a healthy option because you can indulge without going over your daily calorie limit, yet you're still eating empty carbs. That small snack won't satisfy your hunger, and in fact, it will probably lead to more cravings. You're better off making your own little snack bag with foods like almonds, apple slices, and raw carrot sticks. Number 11. Whole wheat breads. We equate whole wheat with healthy, but here's a surprise. Many whole wheat products aren't made from whole wheat. They might contain a small amount of whole wheat, or the grains may have been ground up into a fine flour that basically acts like a refined white flour. That means that some whole wheat breads will spike your blood sugar the same way that white bread does. Harvard Health Publishing recently shared a list of over 60 foods and their glycemic index scores. White bread was listed at 75 on the GI scale, and whole wheat bread at 74. Why is that? Partly, it's because modern wheat is very different than wheat from 100 or 200 years ago. It has been claimed that scientists modified wheat genes around 1960 to create a wheat that is easier to produce but less nutritious. This new wheat is also thought to be much worse for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. Studies even link modern wheat with higher cholesterol levels and inflammation. So if you're trying to lose weight, keep bread to a minimum in your diet, even if it's whole wheat. To avoid this issue altogether, try a lettuce wrap for your next sandwich. Number 10. Veggie meat replacements. Veggie meat replacements are currently flooding the market, as more people are choosing to reduce their meat intake or switch to a fully vegetarian or vegan diet. But is that meat replacement actually healthy? If your aim is to lose weight, unfortunately, you might want to think twice about reaching for those veggie burgers. It sounds counterintuitive, as a high vegetable diet is usually associated with weight loss. But when it comes to veggie meat replacements, the problem is they are usually made of processed soy. The resulting products are usually high in sodium, chemicals, and additives, and have only a fraction of the fiber and healthy fat content of natural soy. So, what should you have instead? If you're not following a vegetarian or vegan diet, opt for a lean meat or poached egg. Or, if you are vegetarian, try making your own veggie replacements at home using organic vegetables and legumes. There are plenty of great recipes available online. It may be the less convenient option, but going for fresh whole foods rather than processed alternatives is always going to be better for weight loss and your overall health. Our next item is one of the most popular diet foods around, but a closer look reveals that it's a bad idea. Number 9. Rice cakes. Rice cakes have been a diet food hit for decades because they're fat-free and low in calories. So far, that sounds good. That's why those labels can be dangerous. Both fat-free and low calories can be misleading, as in this case. Rice cakes are super high on the glycemic index, with a score of 82. That's not much better than eating straight sugar, with a GI score of 100. If you consider that white rice has a high glycemic index score, it makes sense. Yet many of us have been tricked by claims on the packaging to believe that rice cakes will help us to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, avoid these completely and instead opt for some low GI foods like raspberries, nuts, or hummus. As we count down, we'll see more foods that have been considered healthy for decades, yet are not all that they seem. Number 8. Granola. Granola has long been considered a healthy choice for hikers and athletes. So much so that granola bars have now been widely accepted as a healthy snack option for all. You might have even seen them in the healthy food section in your local store. But look closer at the label, and you might be stunned to see how closely they resemble a candy bar. Both loose granola and granola bars are packed with sugar. A cup of granola has around 600 calories, 25 grams of sugar, and 30 grams of fat. And there isn't always much fiber to counteract all that sugar and fat, because granola bars are often made with instant oatmeal. Worse still, granola is usually coated or held together by sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Though hikers may easily burn off all the sugar and carbs, those of us who are not endurance athletes will have a much harder time keeping blood sugar levels at bay and keeping the weight off. But it's not all bad news for granola lovers, because you can do it the old-fashioned way and make healthy and nutritious granola at home. Here's what you want to look out for in a recipe: healthy fats and proteins in the form of nuts and seeds, no refined sugar, though sweetness may be added through natural sources, such as a small portion of chopped dates or honey, and still cut oats, because these oats are the highest in fiber and keep you fuller for longer. Next comes something that is often paired with granola: yogurt. In particular, number 7, flavored fat-free yogurt. As we talked about earlier, fat-free usually comes at a price. When fat is removed artificially, sugar is often added. That's why it's crucial to check the label for sugar content. Any yogurt claiming it's fat-free is probably high in sugar or artificial sugar, and flavored yogurts in particular usually have very high sugar content. In fact, many low-fat yogurts are just as sweet as dessert, despite being marketed as fruity, healthy, and low-fat. If you're a parent, that's probably not what you wanted to hear. The good news is, studies have found that plain yogurt helps with weight loss, partly because it increases our fullness and supports healthy hormone levels. Your best option for weight loss is to go for a plain Greek yogurt, which has more protein. And to get that fruity hit, try adding your own sliced or naturally stewed fruit. Your waistline will thank you for it. Now, before we reveal the final 6 foods that can ruin your weight loss efforts, it's time to show you how to grab your free gift. Get your energy and metabolism back on track with our book, 25 Energy-Boosting Superfoods for Women. Discover the little-known foods and energy-boosting tips that can have a huge impact on your mood, weight, sleep, and energy. To get your gift, just click the link in the description below. Now, here's food number 6. Frozen yogurt. Many people replace their ice cream with frozen yogurt to be healthier. Except, frozen yogurt isn't any better. Much like the flavored fat-free yogurts, frozen yogurt has the same issues. A 3.5-ounce serving of frozen yogurt has 24 grams of sugar, while ice cream has 21 grams. That's a very small serving size, and most people tend to eat more, especially if they have been led to believe that frozen yogurt is a healthier alternative. With frozen yogurt, you often lose nutrition and get more sugar. So in many cases, you're better off just to go ahead and enjoy a small scoop of full-fat ice cream instead. Or, better yet, try a whole fruit dessert. And that brings us to number 5, another seemingly healthy food often recommended for weight loss. Number 5, smoothies. A fresh smoothie sounds super healthy, and we often hear all about the health benefits. Commercial smoothies in particular can have added sugars or artificial sweeteners, so watch out for those. But any smoothie can have drawbacks. The fiber content is actually lower compared to eating the whole foods you put into a smoothie. So the glycemic index score shoots up. And of course, that spike in blood sugar makes it harder to lose weight. Though the finger is often pointed at fruit, even a veggie smoothie can spike blood sugar and leave you feeling hungry, causing cravings an hour later. One way to make your smoothie healthier is by adding protein powder. Just watch out for additives and sugars. Though the occasional homemade smoothie is okay for weight loss, fresh fruits and vegetables in their whole form are always the best choice. Number 4. Cereal. The cereal aisle of any store is a plethora of health claims, such as rich in calcium once you add the milk, or rich in certain vitamins and minerals because they were added, or the cereal will help you to lose weight when it's a part of a healthy diet. But when we look at the labels, even some of the health cereals have sugar high up in the ingredient list. Cereal is processed, no matter how healthy it claims to be. It's also grain-based, high GI, and not a good option for losing weight. People want to believe certain cereals will help them drop pounds because it's convenient and full of nutrients. But you can find better whole food options that will actually help you lose weight and leave you feeling alert and energized rather than heavy and sluggish. As an example, a quick and delicious egg and veggie omelette. Number 3. Trail mix. Like granola bars, trail mix is advertised as a healthy snack that will provide energy for being active. Now, that's not false. Trail mix is full of energy. Yet, there are a number of issues that make it a bad choice for anyone wanting to lose weight. The first problem is that most people eat more than the recommended serving size of this high-energy food. A serving size might be just a quarter of a cup, much less than you'd want for a snack, and particularly when it comes to commercially made trail mixes. They are much more like a treat than a healthy snack when they contain chocolate, dried fruit, or sweetened puffed wheat products. For a healthy weight loss snack, opt for a handful of raw nuts and seeds instead. Speaking of dried fruit, let's see if that's a healthy option. Number 2. Dried fruit. In moderation, whole fruits are healthy options for those who are wanting to lose weight. Though they contain natural sugars, they also contain fiber, antioxidants, and other essential elements that support your body's functioning. Dried fruit is just not the same thing. You lose the water content of natural fruit and end up with a lot of concentrated sugar. And without that water, dried fruit is much less filling, so you eat more and consume way more calories. You've probably heard it before. Dried fruit is just not a good snack option if you want to lose weight. Now, let's look at the number 1 worst food for losing weight. Number 1. Commercial salad dressings. We all know that eating vegetables improves our health, lengthens our life, and helps us to lose weight. There's just one tiny little problem, and that's what you put on the veggies you eat. Some dressings can take a healthy salad and turn it into a dessert loaded with sugar, oil, trans fat, and artificial sweeteners or additives. Many store-bought dressings have all of these dangerous ingredients, while being labeled as fat-free or low-calorie. Some of the worst dressings for wrecking your diet are Catalina, which is full of sugar, creamy Caesar dressings, which are high in salt and fat, country or creamy French dressings, which can be packed with sugar, and many Italian dressings, vinaigrettes or balsamic dressings, which can be high in sugar and sodium. The good news is, as with many of the foods we've listed, you can make your own healthier alternatives at home. Salad dressing can be healthy when made properly, and no longer hinder your weight loss efforts. For instance, homemade mayonnaise or avocado dressing. Don't get fooled into ruining your healthy meal with a dressing full of sugar or trans fat. There you have it, 15 foods to avoid if you want to lose weight. When you start rooting out these unhealthy foods that often hide behind deceptive packaging, you'll find it easier to feel satisfied after meals, have more energy, and lose weight. Dieting can be a minefield with all of the mixed messages out there, so I hope this has helped to clear things up. Thanks for listening, and please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for even more insights into how to lose weight and feel great the healthy way. Also, make sure to grab your free gift. Find all the info in the description below. Have a wonderful and healthy day.